The last part we have to make is in Module 8, the base plate. As you can see, the base plate is just a square that's extruded with 16 points. So we are going to get that done. We're going to start a new part, start a sketch on a plane. Looks like the square is 4.25 by 4.25 with a thickness of 0.5625. 4.25, tab, 4.25, enter. So now I have both my sides are at 4.25. If you right click and cancel, it'll get you out of rectangle, and if you accidentally messed up on a side, you can double click it and change it. Once you have them both to 4.25, hit finish. Okay. Then we're going to extrude it for 0.5625. And hit enter. Now we're going to start a sketch on the face. I'm going to draw in my first point. And it looks like it's 0.375 over from the side and 0.375 down. So I'm going to dimension from the side to the point is 0.375, and from the other side to the point is 0.375. Okay. The easiest way to get all these holes put on here is to do something called a rectangular pattern. So I'm going to click rectangular. I want to choose my point, direction 1, we're going to go up this side. Right now if you look, the green arrow is pointing down, so instead I need to point up, so I need to do a switch. And I need 4 points put along here, so I'm going to delete this 2 and put 4. I also need to fix the spacing between each point, because right now it's not quite right, I can tell because of this big gap over here on the side. If I look, these points are going to be 1.5 minus 0.375 away from each other. So I'm going to make this 1.5 minus 0.375. Okay, and that should get us nice and spaced out. Then I'm going to go direction 2 because I also need points to go along this way. They need to go along this way. I still need 4 of them. And that spacing is going to be the same. 1.5 minus 0.375. Okay, now that we got everything nice and spaced out, we're going to hit OK. And I'm going to hit the check mark to say I am done with that sketch. Okay. If you look at these points, there's 2 different kinds of holes going on here. All these ones that look to be like the bigger circle, basically all 4 corners, and then the 4 in the middle, are just 0.25 all the way through, and it tells you there's 8 of them. So let's do those first. I'm going to right click this point, I'm going to go hole, and I need to go ahead and get all 4 corners, and the 4 in the middle. Okay. And it said they're 0.25 all the way through, so that's what's set up here, so I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. Alright, so I've done the first set of holes I need to do on this base plate. You may have noticed that all the other points I had drawn on here disappeared. We can get those back by clicking the plus sign by hole 1. Sketch 2 is where I drew those, so if I right click on sketch 2 and check visibility, it'll bring that drawing back for me to do more stuff with it. The other set of holes is 1/4 20 UNC for 0.5625, and there's 8 of them. Basically, anytime you see this UNC, that's talking about the threading. So basically, it's saying that these are threaded holes. Okay, so I'm going to right click, click hole. Again, I want to select all the ones that haven't already been done. Okay. This time they're being threaded, which is this option right here. So I'm going to click that and make them threaded. And if you look right here, it says 1/4 20 UNC. 1/4 20 UNC, which is exactly what I wanted. And it says that threading goes down for 0.5625. So here where it says 0.5, let's make that 0.5625. Okay, and then we'll hit OK. Alright, we can right click on this sketch and turn off the visibility, that way the numbers disappear and it just looks nice. There's our base plate. So go File, Save As, drop down and choose your flash drive, and name it Base Plate.